どうも、おにまろです。L.A. ノワールの実況やっていきたいと思います。ちょっと動画の概要欄編集するので少々お待ちください。はい、それじゃあやっていきましょう。事件現場。
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
ちょっと待ってよ。俺のこのあれか。
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of
You?
Beast.
I don't like. Keep out of this.
ちょっと待ってよ。
You were giving me a thorough going over. I was just starting to enjoy it.
This is a big scene, Phelps. We need to get our bearings. Let's go see the coroner.
どれんか。
Hey! Out of the way, bub!
どうやってこれ下降りるの？あ、こっから降りるんか。あ、来た来た。
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
トランク？下着。
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
正規反応。あれか、強姦されたかもみたいな。
She's a long way from home.
これ英語版だったら全部読まんとダメなんかな。クララボウ。女優に憧れてる女の人か。芸能界は厳しいぞってことか。事件は起こっちゃったけどな。毎晩あなたを思って泣いてるわ。カミーユ・ハミルトン。
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, ahead I found
PS4
without a
フ
body
レン
piqued
ド
my
送っても
interest.
よろしいでし
See
ょう
what you
か
think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio.
ああ、ちょっと申請とか、
Is it real?
拒否してるから、ちょっ
I
と、
think it's supposed to be a
そっち
replica
から
of
は
an Indian
申請しても
trumpet
ちょっと無理ですね
head.。Some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the
了解。
accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
We should speak to Ballard again. She might not be telling us the whole story.
まあ ID を教えてくれたらこっちから申請しますよ。話をかける。薬物投与の疑い。
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
嘘つけ。
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel like an old lady. And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
マーク・ビショップ。
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
I think you're lying, Mrs. McAfee. I think something happened to Jessica yesterday before the crash.
I'm offended, Sunshine. Do you have any proof?
Miss Hamilton's underwear were physically torn from her body.
She wanted to go to a casting. I took her to a casting. Whatever happened after that is between
Mark
her
Bishop.
and Mark Bishop.
We found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent. And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
容疑者マーク・ビショップ。何者だろう。
You mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He is a movie producer. As for his involvement, you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
I want to know what happened between you two that made him want to commit a double murder.
Bishop offered me a part in his picture. Then he withdrew it. Fact is, we had a deal. I pressed him on it, and this is where I end up.
Mrs. McAfee, I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm going to be okay. These guys can take me home after my lawyer and I have talked to the news hounds.
Mrs. McAfee, you are still under the influence of narcotics, and you're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a heel. It's nice of you to be concerned.
I think we're good here. Let's go see what we can shake out of the kid.
「路上事件起きてねえな」
KGPL to car 11K, 11K. The car crash victim has regained consciousness at Central Receiving Hospital.
11K Roger, en route.
うわーもういけねえんじゃんここ。ここも行き止まりじゃん。危ね。邪魔じゃどけ。病院ね。
Hello, Detective Phelps, here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton. Oh, yes. She's in the room, right behind you, Detective.
You can't hold me here. No! I don't need to be
Feeling better
manhandled by
since
a
this
doctor.
morning,
I
Jessica?
need my lawyer.
A little.
Hey,
My
where
head
is the
still feels
telephone? Do you who I am?
$15。クラロール。
You're making me uncomfortable. Just standing around here looking at me, not saying anything.
Hello, Jessica. My name is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
Can you tell me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
嘘だね。
Tell the truth, Jessica. Why the big cover-up?
I'm not lying to you.
We found your underwear in your handbag, Jessica. You need to tell us what happened.
The doctor told me what happened. I didn't want that. I just wanted to be a star, to be in movies. I told Junie what happened, and she told me to toughen up.
12。
That was the price of stardom.
Did she now, cold-hearted bitch?
It's not Junie's fault.
あ、飲ん
It's
だ
not
か。
my first time. I had a boyfriend back home, but my father found out about him.
Even if you consented, Jessica, you're still underage.
ああ、未成年か。そりゃいけんな。
We need to get in touch with your parents, Jessica, to tell them what has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry them. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take care of me.
嘘つけ。
You're lying, Jessica. How are we going to make this right if you lie to us?
Please, detective, why would I lie to you?
Because you're a runaway, Jessica, and you don't have your parents' permission to be here. Now, do you want to tell me what really happened?
I went with Junie to this strange place. It's difficult to remember. Someone gave me a drink to calm my nerves, and then I felt faint. I think I must have passed out.
Bishop.
How did you meet Mr. Bishop?
Well, Junie is a big movie star. You probably know that. She's doing a new movie.
What's the story with Bishop and Mrs. McAfee? Why does he want the two of you dead?
That can't be true. Mr. Bishop seemed very happy today. I mean, yesterday.
And that's why he wedged a shrunken head against the accelerator pedal and punted the two of you over an escarpment?
I overheard Junie speaking to him on the phone a couple of times. Screaming, really. She can be very hard sometimes, Junie. But they seemed okay yesterday, like they worked it out.
I know what happened to you, Jessica. Where exactly did it take place?
Please, it's scary. It's really difficult to think of anything.
わからんよな、これ表情見ても嘘ついてるかどうか。
Jessica, I really need you to help me here.
I remember the mermaid.
Was the mermaid in the movie too?
No, it was on the front of a building. We pulled up in front of the mermaid.
Thank you, Jessica. You've been a big help. Here's my card. If you think of anything or you need some help, just get in touch, okay?
Okay.
think it might be a good idea if you went back home till you felt better, Jessica.
I couldn't do that, officer. What if I got the part and I wasn't there?
うん。なかなか操作も大変だな。
It's the tale of this town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that?
Must be her lawyer. He certainly expedited her release.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow her.
尾行か。これ初めてのパターンじゃな。
There she goes. Come on.
曲がった。
Ballard is definitely up to something.
信号無視しないか。危ない。
She seems to have made a remarkably speedy recovery.
Get the brakes, Cole. Give him some room.
危ない危ない、見失う。
Get in there and see what she's up to.
え？どういうこと？見つかっちゃダメなの
？Get in there and see what she's up to.
OK。
Baby? No! I don't want him taught a lesson. You know what I want. Well, then make someone else do it!
怒ってるね。
You still know people out here, don't you? Then make some calls! I'm gonna be very clear about this. You get this done, or I'm... Wilson's Hotel. Mr. Mark Bishop, that son of a bitch, lives in apartment 803.
情報提供ありがとう。
Sure, I got the film.
ビショップのアパート。
So what's the story? I'm guessing she didn't stop for light refreshments.
She made a call. Sounds like Mark Bishop has a heap of trouble headed his way. I've got an address. Wilson's Hotel, apartment 803.
Oh, shit. You better step on it.
If he's got any sense, he'll be as far away from home as possible.
If he had any sense, he wouldn't have tried bumping off Guy McAfee's wife in the first place. Or he'd have done the job properly. McAfee will break a fella's legs just for looking at his broad the wrong way.
What did you make of the kid? You believe her story?
I think she was doped out of her tiny mind and given the casting couch. That fucking bitch Ballard sold her out.
So if Ballard was doing someone a favor, why did they try to kill her?
道が途中で切れとる。
Watch what you're doing!
All units in the vicinity in car 11K, 11 King, a 415 in progress at apartment 803, Wilson's Apartment Hotel, 1220 West 7th Street, Westlake Park. 11K code 3, all other units code 2. KGPL...
前が見えん。
You know, this isn't a tank, Phelps.
Gun it! Let's get to the apartment before someone gets hurt.
Careful!
Full of advice, aren't you?
急げ急げ。 ああ、ちょっと行き過ぎた。
Roger, KGPL. 11K en route.
ええとこ住んどるやんけ。
I'm Detective Phelps. We received a call about a domestic disturbance in apartment 803.
Oh, the detectives. Listen, Mrs. Bishop's pretty upset. Take the elevator and then left down the corridor. It's the last door on the right.
エレベーター。803号室に行く。
Sounds like we're about to make it a hat trick of hysterical female witnesses.
左って言ったな。803。
LAPD, ma'am. Are you in danger?
I'm all right now. You just missed them. Horrible, awful men.
Are you injured, Mrs.
Bishop. Gloria Bishop. Please, come in, officers. I'll just need to sit down for a moment. Forgive me.
That's perfectly normal, ma'am.
Just look at this mess!
We'll take a quick search of the premises, ma'am. You take a moment to gather your thoughts.
I will. Thank you, officer.
Don't think this is anything.
仏像じゃ。ここで輪があるとはな。
Nothing significant. Probably nothing.
何もないんかい。
What do you have to do to earn $20,000?
20万ドル。
Doesn't look like anything.
Gay cowboys.
Presented to Mark.
Nope. Doesn't give me anything to go on.
Looks like the old movie set downtown. Great Wall of Babylon. A replica of a replica.
Circumstantial.
これはウイスキー？
This doesn't pertain to the case.
絶対関係ねえだなこれ。
Maybe. No. I doubt it. Incidental. Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Looks like we found our mermaid. Who are these men in the picture?
My husband, Mark, and Marlon Hopgood.
ザキヤマみたいな人が右側。
That's Hopgood's shop.
Those men, I think they work for Guy McAfee. Do you know the name?
No. Why should I?
June Ballard is married to Guy McAfee. Have you heard of her?
That slut. She's been badgering my husband for days.
Mrs. McAfee alleges that your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer. This has something to do with his new picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
June Ballard said she had a deal to be in his new picture.
Mark repeatedly told her no. He had Joan Leslie lined up for the role. That's how he got the finance. June made all kinds of threats. She was very rude to me.
You know June Ballard?
We were both on the same picture a few years back. That's how I met my husband.
ビショップの居場所。
Where can we find your husband, ma'am?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
信用する。
Either we find him or McAfee's people do, Mrs. Bishop. If you care for him, you should make sure that we find him first.
I do care for him. But I don't really know where he'd go if he were in trouble. Hopgood might know.
ポップグッド。 あ、2万ドルの小切手か。2万ドルか。
Why is your husband paying Lorna Hopgood $20,000?
Lorna? Marlon's ex-wife? Are you sure?
疑う。
Your husband looks like he's being blackmailed. They obviously have something on him if he's prepared to kill to cover it up. Why is the payment going to Hopgood and not McAfee?
Lorna works at a check-cashing place in Hollywood. You need to ask Hopgood why he needs that much money in cash.
Your husband was at a casting yesterday with a young girl?
Not that I know of. He told me he was looking at locations. The picture's been cast.
疑う。
Jessica remembered a mermaid. The mermaid on the front of the prop store. You better come clean with me.
This is a sick town, Detective. Are you sure you really want to know? The truth is, my husband likes them young.
And you think that's okay?
I was 16 when I first met him. I thought he was a genius, a magician with film. I was 20 before I realized he was just a B-movie hack. But he's nothing compared to some of the monsters at these big studios. My guess is Ballard sacrificed her little friend. Happens to a lot of girls.
Your husband is in trouble. It could go easier for him if you were more helpful, Mrs. Bishop.
He's a big boy, Detective, and so are you. This is Hollywood. There's always a deal to be done.
ハリウッドって怖いな。電話。
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a location on a silver screen prop store.
Just a moment. Silver Screen Props, corner 3rd and Figueroa.
Thank you.
次はシルバースクリーン工房。広いな、しかし。
An aging movie star, a wannabe starlet, a movie producer's wife. We're finally rubbing shoulders with the almost rich and famous.
And from the stories they've given us, clearly none of them can act.
Like 車が直っとる。
Mrs. Bishop knows more than she's letting on.
She doesn't seem to realize how much trouble her husband is in. The LAPD are the least of their worries right now.
You'd think she'd have gotten the hint after those hatchet men redecorated her apartment.
Maybe she's just loyal.
Or she's in on it. She didn't seem like your average giddy broad with nothing between the ears.
Or she might just be trying to buy enough time for Bishop to put a couple of oceans between him and McAfee.
Please stand by.
あら、行き止まり。 危ね、7を今ラグっとったぞ。人形。これ乗ってみよう。あれ、アンロックされんな。
Wow, that. Phelps and Bukowski, LAPD. We're investigating the attempted murder of June Ballard and Jessica Hamilton.
Christ! I'm Marlon Hopgood. How can I help?
You hold castings here?
How'd you hear about that? I got a little soundstage out back.
Lead the way.
So, すごいな、撮影場所って感じ。
So, you coming?
Keep him here, Stefan. I'm gonna take a look around.
What's this got to do with me?
Don't try my patience, knucklehead.
Oh?
Don't think this is any use to us.
Toilet か。
Oh. Doping a 15-year-old kid and abusing her in a screen test. What is wrong with these people?
Poison って書いてあるな。見たけどな。鏡？
Turn off the lights, Hopgood.
Why would I want to do that?
Humor him.
one-way mirrors. There's a room on the other side.
Huh. Well, well. Find a way into that peep den, Phelps. I'll stay here and keep our pervert company.
This isn't what we're looking for.
隠し部屋どうやって行くんだろう。
Can't be that way, Phelps. You couldn't fit a rat through there.
Seems irrelevant. Hmm? 書けないや。フィルム。 Jungle Drums, 8th and Francisco. Attention, Mark Bishop.
Oh, Jessica Hamilton.
So what happened to the film of Hamilton's screen test?
からか。ああ、ここのマジックミラーで隠し撮りしとったんか。悪趣味な野郎じゃな。
So this is where you sprang from.
あ、新聞だ。読もう読もう。
Listen, I have to call you back. I got some business here.
Sit down, Courtney. This is Mickey. Mickey, this is Courtney Sheldon. What would you like to drink?
Scotch. Straight up.
I hear you're back at school learning to be a doctor, kid.
Yes. That's right, Mr.
So
Cohen.
you want to be a doctor and a dope peddler. Interesting combination, huh?
Do we have a problem, Mr. Cohen?
We might have. Yeah. Selling your dope to my boy Lenny looked like a good move, but Lenny has been supplying, wholesale, so to speak. The Bindle boys in this town aren't used to the juice without a little of the middleman taking his cut.
Lenny promised that wouldn't happen, Mr. Cohen. And Lenny works for you.
What can I say about Lenny? Let me think. Oh yeah, he's a putz. And he's lazy, and he's greedy, but he's my wife's brother. How can you make a cake with those ingredients, huh?
So how is that my problem, Mr. Cohen?
Well, kid, the only way we're going to be able to make this work is to do some repackaging. We need to get the dope out of those dinky little cardboard boxes and...
Surrettes.
Yeah, surrettes. Great. And put it into a big vat so we can water it down a little bit.
I won't bore you with the chemistry, but it doesn't work that way. You're likely to kill even more people.
Okay, listen. We want to buy you out, kid. I'll offer you 50 grand. Hey. Hey! You don't like my offer? The Sheldon kid? I think I want him dead.
なんかロード中になったの。この新聞って何なんかな。全然物語と結びつきがないんだけど。
You ever do any work for Mark Bishop?
Mainly do work for the studios. RKO, Republic, Warner Brothers. So yeah, when Bishop was doing work for a studio, yes.
When did you last see him?
Now I'm doing work for his next picture. Still pre-production though. Haven't seen him around here in a while.
干渉する。
I know you're lying, Hopgood. Bishop was here, and you know exactly what he was doing and what he left lying around afterwards.
You come in here without a warrant, and now you start throwing your weight around?
発泡クロラーム。放水か。放水クロラーム。クロラール。
A 15-year-old girl told me how she was drugged and molested at a casting house. I found the chloral hydrate in your drinks cabinet. You give me something or I will break your fucking jaw, Hopgood.
Bishop was here with June Ballard and the girl. A lot of producers and directors use this place. I'm not responsible for what goes on here.
Yosh. ビショップの居場所。知ってそうじゃな、こいつ。
McAfee's men are looking for Bishop. We need to find him first. Any idea where he might have gone to ground?
If he really tried to kill McAfee's wife, my advice to him would be to leave town.
これは信用する。
You're delivering props to Jungle Drums on 8th Street?
Bishop is using that old rundown wreck of a set. That place is dangerous. But it might be a good spot to hide.
バラードとの関係。
What's the deal with you and June Ballard?
Look, buddy, I make props. I hardly ever meet the talent unless it's something tailor-made for them, like a sword or something.
干渉する。
You and Ballard are blackmailing Bishop. That's why he cracked.
You got nothing on me. My hands are clean on this.
からのフィルム缶。
Enough. I've been in your peep room, Hopgood. I've seen your smut pictures and the camera setup. You made a movie of Jessica. I found the canister.
The deal is I get to sell the movies to burlesque houses and private collectors. These movie guys love seeing their cocks on screen. But part of the arrangement is I never film their faces. June had me film Bishop, and then she kept the movie for insurance. He went apeshit when he realized his face was front and center.
Who has the film now?
Who else? McAfee.
脅迫の証拠。
Ballard had what she wanted. Where does the money come into it?
What money?
干渉。
Enough of the lies.
I told you I get my cut selling dirty movies.
Your ex was getting 20 large from Bishop.
If I wanted to skim 20 from Bishop, we'd do it through the movie budget. June said she'd sell him the film once the movie had wrapped, but Guy wanted cash. He's in a cash-only business. You think I had a choice in this?
That's all for now, Hopgood. We're taking you in.
Phelps. Roy Earl, ad vice. Hold on a moment. This is clearly a vice case. You've been roughing up my informant?
Hopgood is a vice informer?
Yes, he is, Phelps, and a very important one. Look at that mug. Have you been upsetting these two officers, Marlon?
So we just drop it?
You do if you know what's good for you. You need to catch the movie producer before an angry husband does, from what I'm hearing.
I'll be making a full report to the captain, Detective.
You do that, kid. We're all very impressed with you. Let it slide, Cole. Let's get out of here.
なんズブズブじゃん。
Detective.
警官も。
Johnny Goldberg. You work for Mickey C. That's right, detectives.
You wouldn't happen to know the guys who roughed up Mrs. Bishop earlier today by any chance?
No, not us. We don't do that kind of thing. It's the husband we'd like to talk to.
This is a police matter. You don't want to be taken in for obstruction of justice, do you, boys?
You could try the obstruction rap, but it won't stick. We could beat that.
You've had your 10 cents worth, gentlemen.
Bishop knows how the world works. Mrs. McAfee hits him up for a movie part. Happens every day. But Bishop takes it a step too far and tries to rub out Mrs. McAfee. Naturally, Guy is going to get upset.
What made you think Bishop would be here?
We figure he might be planning a little accident for Hopgood, too. Those two guys have got some unfinished business.
なるほどね。
You let us know if you find Bishop. Guy McAfee can be a very generous man.
I'm only going to warn you once, gentlemen. Stay out of this. This is a police matter. We will be bringing Mark Bishop into custody.
At least he's polite. Kind of dumb, but polite.
But I'm a lot less polite, you smug son of a bitch. So let me put it in ruder terms that even a pair of blockheads like you might understand. The only reason that you don't have bars on your windows already is because you're small fry. And we don't waste our time on small fry. You stay away from Bishop, and you stay away from me.
やるな、相棒。
Now run along back to your boss so we can pat you on the head and tell you what good boys you are. I don't think they like your little pep talk, Bukowski.
おいおいおいおいおいおいおい。
I can't take the shot from here, Cole. They really don't want anybody getting to Bishop before they
ちょっと待ってこれどうすれん引き離せんぞ。
wheel arches. Come on.
しっかり近づく？どういうこと？
We
Ready to lose those fools, Phelps.
I'll try for the tires. Keep your foot down. Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
Make a move. We're sitting ducks here.
I need to be closer, Cole.
ちゃんとタイヤ狙っとんか？
Keep it steady. I'll try and bust his tires.
距離を保つんか？
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
どっちな？近づけって言ったり、距離を保てって言ったり。
Either give me a good shot or get us the hell out of here.
Let's see him chase us now. Onto the movie set, Phelps. Let's roll.
Oh, Christ. When they say working traffic is like watching paint dry.
You know how to piss people off, Bukowski.
Hey, if they're prepared to gun down cops in broad daylight, McCaffrey really means business.
Seems like we're the only ones who want Bishop alive.
I have a good mind just to let him go work on the son of a bitch. I'm about done putting my life on the line to protect some child molester.
That's our job, unfortunately. They don't get to dole out the justice.
ちょっと車が壊れちゃったんですけど。俺この車気に入っとんだけど。車壊れたな。 GTA みたいに修理工場ないんかな。ちょっと待ってよ。リスタートしようか。あ、でも近くじゃん。しゃあね、走っていくか。たまには運動もええだろう。疲れんけえな。
Survived the war for this?
ごめんよ。なんか大ごとになったな、マフィアとドンパチしたり。で、なんか警官の中にも汚職しとるやつがおるっぽいな。
Slow down.
あ、やっと目的地着いた。
There's the slippery bastard now.
No. God damn it! Mark Bishop, stop! LAPD!
Get him, Phelps. I'll cover the exit. 11K calling KGPL, requesting assistance at 8th in Francisco, the abandoned movie set. My partner is pursuing suspect on foot. Code 3, KGPL.
We're trying to help you, Bishop!
足早いな。
a big mistake!
おいおいおいおいおい。
It's us or McAfee's boys. Your choice.
I didn't do anything. Get the hell out of here, you guys.
蹴られた。あれどこ行った？
Bishop, that's enough.
おいおいおいおい。なんだこれ。血管工事だろう。ああ。ダメだよ、あんな初見じゃ無理だよ。
Mark Bishop, stop! LAPD!
よいしょ。一発蹴られる。
We're trying to help you, Bishop.
This is all a big mistake.
Us or McAfee's boys, your choice.
で、ここは左側行く。
I didn't do anything.
Hands in the air, Bishop. Move another inch and you're dead.
Mark Bishop, you're under arrest for the attempted murder of June Ballard and the rape and attempted murder of Jessica Hamilton.
All right, I'll come quietly. Just don't kill me. If you found me, then McAfee's goons will too. Oh, we need to get out of here.
Yeah.
All right, but you stay close. Any tricks, and I'll save McAfee's boys the trouble.
Follow me. I know another way out of this place.
おいおいおいおいおいおい。なんだこいつ、警官にもマフィアにも狙われてるのか。
Christ, detective, they're trying to kill me.
Last chance to back the hell down.
It's this way.
McAfee doesn't make the rules. You hear me?
Kill them, for God's sake! I don't want to die!
There's no way out of here. I thought you said you knew where you were going.
We have to jump for it.
LAPD, you're making a big mistake.
Come on, it's this way.
this really the best McAfee's got?
Shit. Pretty quick for a dead man.
どうすりゃいい？ライフルか。
Worse than a war zone.
For the love of God, how many are there? I don't want to die.
まだ来た。
This is all Ballard's fault. I got you now.
どこ降りた？
There's an army.
あ、ここか。
We're done for.
Get him over here! I'll cover you! Come on! The cavalry's here!
I should have known that bitch was trouble.
Stay down.
You're clear. Go. Come on, let's keep moving.
Follow me. We need to get him to the car.
また来た。
Let's go. Stay with me.
Weapons on the ground now.
Now you can keep that, you fuck.
Follow me. Come on. This one's got your name on it. I need cover.
How long do you think you can hold out?
All right, let's go. Now. Let's see. Catch a bullet, you son of a bitch! Shoot those sons of bitches!
Bishop, that's enough.
Get him to
どう
the
なっとん
car.
な。
Cover you from here. You're almost there.
Keep them off me for Christ's sake!
Put your weapons down and your hands in the air.
I hear you, I'm moving! Come on! Throw some lead at those guys!
You're surrounded, and your buddies are dead.
あ、違う、これ味方か、もしかして。あ、よかった。味方撃っちゃった、間違えて。
Now this is what I call a result.
Mark Bishop, erstwhile film producer, an all-around piece of shit, catches a fast ticket to Quentin for stitch rape and attempted murder, so he gets to spend the next 15 years playing sissy instead of sticking it to little girls. That is justice with a capital J, Detective Phelps. You developed such a reputation, I'm not going to be able to hold on to you any longer. You're getting promoted.
Oh,
Go on, get your new assignment. It was good working with you, son.
マジっすか。相棒も変わるんかな。うん、小さくガッツポーズしたな。
Phelps, Bukowski, this your work?
Can I help you, Detective?
Sorry, Cap. Didn't see you there.
Yeah, I'll bet you didn't. This is a traffic case. You need something?
I'm here to buy a drink for the 2 LAPD traffic cops who broke the back of Guy McAfee's private army. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Captain?
Go right ahead.
Get in. I'm buying.
なんか嫌な予感するな。
You'll like this place. A lot of movie people hang out here. You like jazz, Cole? The hopheads love it.
Sure, I guess.
Big bands and swing I can understand, but this bebop palaver? How are you supposed to dance to that? This is Phelps, Leroy. Be nice to him. You'll like this place. They treat you right.
You like a table, Roy?
What do you think we want to do? Stand at the bar like
I'll
chumps?
get a table ready for you.
Don't look so happy to see me, Alphonse. I might get the wrong impression. Cole, this is Alphonse. He's a French Negro from Africa. Can you beat that?
The Congo.
A pleasure to meet you, Alphonse.
Is Elsa singing tonight?
Yes, she is. She has the next set.
Come on, Cole. You can meet Elsa while they're fixing us a table. You'll like her. She's something else.
Maybe another night, Roy. She's pretty beat up about it.
Get your hands off me. Don't ever tell me what to do or what not to do, Alphonse. You got a nice club here. Don't spoil it.
If you will follow me, detectives. Just through the door.
おーじゃな。
He was my only real friend, Harlan. We went through it all. Do you realize what he meant to me?
Of course I do.
You have no idea. You said it was construction work.
It was an industrial accident, Elsa. How can I be held responsible?
Elsa, are you going on?
Louis, for God's sake, he was my best friend. The only man who ever loved me without putting his hands on me.
Hi, Elsa. Here's someone I'd like you to meet.
これもしかして
Cole Phelps, war hero and
パッ
crime
ケージの
fighter
女の人かな。
extraordinaire.
And why would I want to meet another fascist from the LAPD?
Sorry about this, Cole. What an evening I'm having. First a Negro puts his hands on me, and then this. Who do you think you're talking to, you German junkie whore? Don't you ever forget your place with me again. Do you hear me? Evening, Doc. How's business?
Sanguine. Louis, help me here. I'm gonna have to give her something before her performance.
Blow it off, Cole. These artsy-fartsy types always get a little flighty. Meet Dr. Harlan Fontaine, doctor to the stars. Mr. Fix-It to the mental wreckage of Hollywood.
薬物投与じゃん。
So what about that drink, boys?
あれ障害はなさそうじゃな。昇格。6ヶ月後。 うわひでえ。
All right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this over before lunch. Floyd Rose of the Homicide Squad has decided to take early retirement. We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police work. The department has arranged a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst a man gets from 25 years of police work. Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk. Stand up, Phelps. Take a chair. You're in the major leagues now, Sonny. Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old school, will be taking you under his wing. Your first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf. Get out to the scene, lads.
ちょっと待って、文字が見えん。うん、これがいいな。ハンドガンが正確に撃てるってやつが。
Do you have the address? It's been all over KGPL. It's off Temple Street, between Belmont and Glendale.
Hey, isn't that the cop who solved the big case?
フリーパトロールってなんだ。
I'd rather you doesn't make you a Christian any more than staying in the
車が戻ってきた。あ、ちょっと変わっとるな、車。ツーシーターになっとるじゃん。おお、早速ぶつけたよ。
What happened to Rose? Parker wants the chief's job. Word is it's either going to be him or Thad Green. So they're both clearing the decks.
So where does that leave you, Galloway?
Leaves me saddled with a chump like you, Phelps. I didn't ask for you and I don't want you, so keep it to yourself. See if you can learn something about seeing how a real cop operates.
What did he mean by the werewolf?
Vidalia. The Daily News came out calling him the werewolf killer. The Examiner came up with the Black Dahlia.
We any closer to catching him?
Not a chance. 6 months and hundreds of guys running down leads and we got nothing.
You don't think this has anything to do with it?
No, I don't. 90% of murders are domestic, Phelps. Some guy gets into a beef with his wife, he takes it too far. This will be the same. But cutting someone in half and leaving them off the sidewalk, that's a one-off.
Why so many women this year?
Because of the war. You should know that. Guy gets to kill people every day in combat. Comes home, he's expected to take lip from his wife. What do you think's going to happen?
It's that simple.
Like I said, most of the time it is.
あ、路上犯罪起きとるじゃん。こっちを片付けよう。おっとっとっと。なんかどの車もスピード変わらん気がするな。
Any central unit, car 16 Adam reports.
死の覚悟。
I'll do it! So help me God, I'll jump!
You need to get up there. Let me do the talking, detective. I know a ton of this psychology stuff. You take the back alley and find a way up there.
Come on, Phelps, let's get moving.
You jumping? Make sure you warn me before you do.
どっから登ったんだ。
Wait, what?
こうか。
You think this thing can hold you, Rusty?
I'll bring you down with me, Phelps.
これも殺人家の仕事なんか。
Come on then, Lightfoot.
No offense, but I don't want you splashed on my shoes.
Are you crazy? What are you trying to do?
I remember my first jumper. Could have soaked him up with a...
This what you wanted?
I can't do it. I'll come quietly. I need some help. Please. You gotta get me some help.
助けた。
You're a danger to yourself and to others.
もう何も起きてねえな。
God, you're gonna kill us!
嘘、行き止まり。
Where'd you learn?
あ、なんか道が違う気がする。大丈夫か、繋がっとるか。くそ。また路上犯罪が起き上がった。よいしょ。
a man with a gun on Grand between 4th and 5th. Any Sentry unit.
強盗失敗?
Please, you gotta call for help. He doesn't look real good.
Quick, what happened?
Some punk held up my stand. This guy tried to help and got a bullet for his trouble. He got hit and hightailed it through the parking lot. Get going!
カーチェイスか。すごいとこ走るな、おい。
You come any closer, I'll pull the trigger.
Put the weapon down, now!
You fucking asshole! What the hell? What are you waiting for, Phelps? Up and at him.
制圧。
Car 11K calling KGPL. Shots fired. Suspect is down. We're code 4, but I need an ambulance on Grand between 4th and 5th Streets.
11K, roger on your ambulance. All units be advised the suspect is down on Grand between 4th and 5th Streets. Repeat, the suspect is down, code 4.
7825, suspect.
やっと事件現場行きそうだな。なんか銃撃戦が多くなりそうよな、殺人家におったら。ごめんね。
If we survive this, it's going to be a miracle.
ん、ここじゃない。
Crime scene is just up the dirt road, detective.
How about a scoop for the Examiner, Galloway? You could use some good press.
Another tramp, another message. Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
Do you have a mother, asshole? A sister? How about showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
He's good, Rusty. He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
Get used to it, Phelps. Moving along, guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
戦争で活躍したん、フェルプスは。 うわぁ、ひどいっすね。
Patrolman, this your beat?
Yes, sir. Well, part of it. Kids park here, they use it like a lover's lane. It's a working neighborhood. Some trouble, but nothing like this. It's known locally as the Moors.
You were first on the scene?
Yes, Detective.
No one's disturbed the body?
No, sir. We cleared out them vulture reporters so Pinker and the coroner could work. They're waiting to talk to you.
Go house to house and see what you come up with. Carruthers.
Phelps. You make homicide?
Looks like it. Galloway has been making me feel welcome.
I bet he has.
Has the scene been secured?
Patrolman Houlihan saw to it. The victim's personal effects are still where they fell.
Cause of death?
Could be the head injuries. She has been badly stomped. The cuts look superficial. I'll know for sure in an hour.
うわ、なんか殺人家に入った途端、グロいな。
What caused the blunt force injury to the face?
Could be anything from a baseball bat to a lug wrench. I'll have more details after the autopsy.
うわ、ご愁傷様です。
Interesting. What about this wound on the finger?
Something removed. A ring, most likely. I assume it was taken post-mortem.
指輪を奪われた。
What does the writing on the victim mean?
BD. Like Dahlia? Tex? Your guess is as good as mine. Could be something to it, or it could be the killer's trying to throw you off the scent. Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
Men's size 8s. Pinker lifted impressions for me to compare back at the lab.
The victim's bag? Looks brand new. Can't be the one used on the body.
あ、違うんか。ようわかるな。死体に使ったのとは違う口紅。関係ないか。金田一になった気分だな。
Looks like some kind of puzzle or parlor game.
あ、なんか開いた。
The Bomba Club. Why steal a table lighter?
ライター。
When we get to the Bomba, man could die of thirst in a case like this.
クラブに行くんか。あ、また路上犯罪起きてるよ。治安悪いな、ロスは。相棒どこおる？あ、乗っとるじゃん、もう。
The werewolf? For my money, a copycat.
We can't rule it out. We need to work the evidence.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? A big head to hang on your wall. The caller of the decade. You've been working evidence on BD case for 6 months and got nicks.
There's a difference, Rusty.
Oh, yeah?
I just started working it today.
Okay, Oddshot. What's more likely? The werewolf comes back around, leaving us unknown in a corpse?
He clearly has a thing for power. Power over women. Why not power over the police department as well?
Let me finish, Phelps. A guy opens his mouth again after 6 months of stewing. Or some opportunist who's been reading about the BD figures he'll rip off the MO and get himself a freebie.
That's not totally fantastical.
You know, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monikers, but they're terrible for police work. There's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder. It was them, locusts.
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else with the armed forces. San Quentin, another town, another country, who knows? So, Phelps, I understand you want to turn this into a big case, but it doesn't work like that, all right? A case will come and find you. Can't make it something it ain't, understand?
So you don't think the werewolf has continued to operate in the Los Angeles area?
No chance. We would have found him.
なんか今回の相棒はとっつきにくいな。
In the vicinity in any Central unit, a 211 and shots fired.
何
Tables are turned now, haven't they, boys? Hey, look, old man, we're sorry. Just quit shooting. The hell I will. I'm getting pretty tired of losing my weekly take to you punks.
Ain't gonna last long in a tin shack.
どこ行った？下？
God damn it, they went down there.
下に向かった？どういうこと？あ、そういうことか。
Damn, man, this is a $30 suit.
一人逃げた。
Come on, Phelps. After you.
嘘。 制圧完了。
This is car 11K. Shots fired at South Flower Street, Scott's Garage. It's code 4 here, but suspect is down. I need an ambulance and coroner.
11K, roger on the ambulance and coroner. All units, 11K reports code 4 on the shooting at 410 South Flower Street, Scott's Garage, code 4.
よいしょ。うっそ。
Breathe, Phelps. Breathe, damn it. Watch where you're driving, you maniac.
急な車線変更はやめてや。やべな、ちょっと。
Maybe I drive better if you shut the hell up.
All units, officer needs help. 211 shots fired. 391 Broadway, Mallory's Cafe. 391 Broadway. Unit to handle code 3. Identify.
ここ線路じゃん。
Shots fired. 391 Broad.
Go to hell, Parker! No way I'm going down without a fight.
おいおい、結婚
Drop
体
the weapon, hands behind your head.
Yeah? Fuck you too!
God damn it, get out.
Put your hands in the air.
He's hiding in the alley.
Give it up, LAPD. Don't make me chase you. How long are you gonna keep this up?
やばいやばい、死ぬ死ぬ。
Christ, just missed. This is Car 11 King. Advise all units that the 211 from Mallory's Cafe is code 4, KGPL.
Roger 11K. All units, 211 from Mallory's Cafe is code 4. Repeat, code 4.
危ない。
Phelps!
この辺のはずだけど。バンバクラブ。バーテンダーに話を聞く。
Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him. Is there anything else?
Fire away, Phelps. I'll stay here. I'm a little parched. Pour me 3 fingers of rye.
こいつ飲んどるやんけ。
You ought to meet Joe's buddy. He's nice. Really.
こいつ
He drove me up.
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine?
House officer.
Christ.
Pour me another.
Sure I know her. She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine was a lovely woman.
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
信用する。
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes. At around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
こんなメモしとんじゃな。
I think this could be a great help, sir. Thank you. Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring. On the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
これは疑う。
I think you know where the ring came from, and I think you're gonna tell me.
Okay. I bought it years ago.
お前か。
I carried a torch for Celine in those days. Guess I always have. Her old man never knew about it.
夫に関する情報。
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. He put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
疑う。
So if it wasn't Jacob, then you probably let her out of here with the guy who killed her. How do you feel about that?
Stow the attitude, will ya? I tried to get onto Jacob. I rang him up. Asked him to come pick her up like usual. But He refused. She picked some night to push him over the edge. I rang him back around 11:30, but got no answer.
Thanks, Mr. McCall. You've been a big help. One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
Hmm. 電話しとくか。
Say, honey, what time do you get off waiting tables?
You ought to meet Joe's buddy.
Let's get out of here.
Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
You want a tip? Refill my coffee next time, honey.
I don't think so.
Operator, give me R&I.
ナンバープレートを紹介。
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
Please. Thanks, ma'am.
次はヘンリーの住居。また路上犯罪が起きとるな。治安悪すぎだろ。
Give me a break.
You find the booze helps you get through a working day?
Sharpens my investigatory instincts, Phelps.
A smart lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, Phelps. You know, you picked the wrong job if a healthy thirst offends you, Cole.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politician.
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out booze than the clues that would have led to her killer.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Betty Short would be alive, the Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor, our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in...
Jesus, Phelps! Oh my God, brother, oh brother. It's worse than I could ever have imagined.
Calling all cars. Citizen reports officer needs help. Shots fired. Officer down. 6th Street and Lindley Place. 6th Street and Lindley Place. Unit to handle code 3. Identify.
This is car 11K. We're on the help.
警官殺し。あ、やられた。
That alleyway leads to the rear of the building, sir. Someone's gonna have to climb up and take him down.
Good luck. Don't let him get a beat on you like I did.
主人公は少々撃たれても平気。
We'll get them.
Cop killers are the worst kind of scumbag.
Shouldn't
have had that second lunch.
You like killing cops?
Stay down.
Give me some cover.
Stay in cover.
You're fucking toast.
Won't help console the officer's family, but these guys are done.
制圧できたな。路上犯罪は起きておりません。なんとか安全運転。危ない。またか。全然操作が進まんぞ。なんか運転ばっかのゲームじゃな思えば。おっとっとっとっとっとっとおっとっとっと。今度はなんな、銀行強盗かバンクとか寄ったっけ。あ、やっぱ銀行破りじゃん。
What's the situation? Half a dozen shooters, sir. Cold-blooded sons of bitches.
Real professionals.
What do you mean?
Witnesses say they bounced in, aced the guards, and went straight downstairs. Christ knows who they're working for, but whatever's in that vault, they want it bad.
Pick the wrong bank robber.
We've got to clear out the bottom floor.
Come on, make a push for the building.
あ、こいつが邪魔しとる。
Kill a cop, and it's the electric chair.
They've blocked the goddamn stairs. Detective, take the elevator.
All right, I'll wait here.
Don't give them a chance to regroup.
Wish me luck.
6人おるって言ったよな。
Wrong floor.
Your buddies upstairs are dead. That leaves you, pal.
弾切れか。
Oh, what's taking so long?
Real clever, asshole! I'm gonna find you!
You're moving. Just you and me. You can live to tell the tale. Give it up, chump. I know you're there. That's it. That's all of them.
銃撃戦多いな。殺人家になった途端。
Car 11K. Shots fired, suspects are down. We're code 4 here, but I need an ambulance at Bank of America. 7th and Olive. Notify coroner and detective headquarters.
Roger on your ambulance 11K. All units code 4 on the 211 at Bank of America. Code 4.
もう頼むけど事件起きんでくれや。くそ、また無線か。よー、ジャンプ。 道が複雑だな。ごめん、危ない。まず何からとかかればいいんかな。どこが玄関？あ、これか。
I'll try the back door. Wait here a second.
あれ、なんか荒らされとるな。
Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
あ、新聞。これがなんか本編との関係がようわからんのよな。
You said I had to go back, Doctor.
The fires are cathartic. They allow you to confront your past.
You said the house would be empty.
Are you taking the medication I have prescribed?
You said the house would be empty. I heard them screaming.
Circumstances were unfortunate. My colleagues had made all the necessary
You
arrangements.
said the house would be empty. You're killing me.
The deaths were unfortunate, but you have dealt with death before.
I want you to come to the clinic and we can deal
You said the house would be empty. How can I find peace?
この先生なんか悪者じゃな。
Junk.
いけないんか。靴だ。
Size 9s. Above average for a lady. It would take a smarter man than me to connect that. Tiffany. The rest of the stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring.
ティファニーか。
No good to me. A regular Amelia Earhart in her day. The ring looks distinctive.
どこの窓ガラス割られとったん？それ調べたいんだけど。こうか。外から割られとるな。
Burglar used a pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
You think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming, Buster.
Jacob.
Celine and Jacob are obviously having problems. It speaks to motive.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband, but Jacob could give us something to go on. If one of my exes drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, Phelps. I get nasty when I'm thirsty. Galloway, homicide, badge number 564. Requesting technical services for a suspected 459 at 142 North Union.
Kikomiって言ったな。こいつ？違うな、こいつ相棒じゃん。
I knew it wasn't safe around here anymore.
LAPD. Are you acquainted with Celine Henry, Miss?
Horgan! Jennifer Horgan. I've known Celine for more than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on, officer?
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Well, I'm no busybody, you understand, but Celine had been drinking. And she and poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye. He stormed out and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving. But she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up. What is this about, officer? Is Celine all right?
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered, ma'am.
Murdered? Oh my God.
そんなこと言っていいんか?
I'm afraid I need to go and sit down.
路上犯罪が起きてないな。
Let's see what Jacob has to say for himself.
I don't think Jacob is our man, but we should see what he has to say.
Jacob Henry had a violent argument with his wife last night. He's looking more and more likely.
For my money, if the broad keeps the house looking like that, she probably deserved it. The skipper says bring him in. We'll keep the hacks off our backs for a while.
Fine by me.
So it ain't the werewolf killer after all. Good to see you've come to your senses, Cole.
I always said work the evidence. I only stipulated a connection to the BD killer as an avenue of investigation we should leave open. And as far as I'm concerned, it still is.
おー、うまくすり抜けた。ちょっとややっこい場所だな、ここ。
Okay, Phelps, we go in hard. You follow my lead. You Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh, my
for
God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
she's-
We're gonna have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
I get even the slightest hint that you're a flight risk, pal. Do you think the atmosphere's thick in here? Wait till you try the gas chamber.
すごいな。
He'll be back any moment. Just sit tight.
あ、こうやって前のメモの内容を探し出すんか。
The oldest problem there is, what to do about the old lady.
Size 11s.
サイズが違うな。
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night, Jacob?
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
You know where she went, Jacob. You're lying. Why would I help you if you keep lying to me?
Look, I'm telling you, I don't know.
We know she went to the Bomba Club.
The bartender there, he calls me if things are getting out of hand, and I go and I bring her home. He called me last night. I said no. Phone rang a couple more times after that. I ignored it. I'm gonna have to live with that.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
信用する。
You don't remember what time you last saw your wife alive?
Look, I'm sorry. I left. Maybe 9 p.m. Might have been a little later, but right around 9.
殺害の動機。
Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
I don't believe you, Jacob. I think you didn't have the guts to do it yourself, so you had someone else do it.
You want to back that up with something, Big Mouth? Huh?
Big Mouth.
The note by the phone suggests you meant her harm.
You want the truth? Truth is, I was sick to death of her. I was trying to have her committed.
We're still going to need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're going to tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
You're awful hot.
Call it in and get a squad car dispatched. And check for messages. I'll keep old Slugger here company.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly, Detective. You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers,
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument. Closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt.
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doc. Operator, give me R&I. Any word on an owner for that vehicle? License was 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks. Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
で次は中央警察署か。路上犯罪は起きてないな。
Carruthers said she took a real pounding.
Maybe if he had been a little firmer in the beginning, he wouldn't be in this situation now.
I imagine that Neanderthal routine is a big hit with the ladies, Galloway.
Women love me, Phelps. I have no complexity. They know exactly what they're gonna get.
暗いな。
We have a firm lead, Captain.
Are you questioning my judgment call, Phelps?
No, sir.
Good. I thought not. Jacob Henry is a sub-sister pushed around by his wife. I think with the right kind of persuasion, he might be prepared to seek absolution. Are you prepared to show him the error of his ways, young Phelps?
I don't think he's our man. Galloway agrees with me.
Don't drag me into this.
Rusty is a practical policeman. A bird in hand is always worth two in the bush. Let's liberate a confession from poor Jacob, and the public will sleep easier tonight. Run along now, Phelps. I've warmed them up nicely for you.
無能だな、この部長は。
Straight through the red light. Said she never saw it.
Doesn't look good, Jacob. You're in a big jam here. You lie to me, and I can't help you out. Do you understand me?
Yes.
What do you do for work, Jacob?
I'm a mechanic. Engines, differentials, transmissions, that kind of stuff.
So you have access to tools?
Yes, I do.
Your wife was brutally beaten with a socket wrench handle, then stomped to death. How do you think that looks, Jacob?
I was home in bed.
干渉する。
You're full of shit, Jacob. The truth is you hated that bitch. You followed her and dragged her into the car and then took her out to the moors. She woke up and you smashed her face in with a socket wrench.
No. No.
And then you stomped her. You stomped her because she's a drunken whore and she treated you like shit. You stomped her for all the years you had to take it. You stomped her because you are such a weak fucking sister, Jacob, and you wanted to erase all memory of it. Go on. Try to deny it.
I was at home. I should have gone to her at the bar, but I didn't. You can't prove I wasn't home.
I can. The bar owner, McCall, gave you up. He called your house right at the time that someone was smashing Celine's skull in and got no answer. If we find that socket wrench, you're gonna fry. Get it off your chest. Tell me you killed her.
I killed her, all right. I killed her dreams. She was an aviator, famous in her day, flying around up there like a bird. But she never wanted to come back down. You know, my pop was a sod farmer, dirt poor. I joined the Corps, trained to be a mechanic. I did better than my father did. I worked hard for it. It's all you can ask of a man. But Celine, she never wanted to come down from the clouds. She wanted everything I couldn't give her. All I had was security. That was never going to be enough.
You did it. Everything points to you. What does Tex mean, Jacob?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I need a reason to believe you, Jacob.
You want a confession? That's what you want?
That's exactly what we want.
Seems to me there are two types of marriages. First, where the couple love each other equally and everything's roses. And then there's the other, where one person loves the other more than life itself and always puts them first. Chumps like me, who love them no matter what, no matter how badly they behave. That's it. That's my confession. I love my wife. And I'll take any test you got to prove it.
Your marriage was over. You took her in and she threw it back in your face. You didn't go over there to hurt her. It just got out of hand.
It's not how it was.
反証する。
You're lying, Jacob. It was falling apart and things got violent.
I'm not lying. I'm telling you how it was.
夫婦間の問題。
Jenny Horgan says you blackened her eye.
It's all right, Jacob. The DA will understand. In your shoes, I would have done exactly the same thing.
I hit her. All right? I'm not proud of it, but she was coming at me with a frying pan. What would you do? Took it for years, but sometimes a man can only take so much.
行方不明のアクセサリー。
Why did you break into your wife's house, Jacob? Why steal the ring?
What? What are you talking about? I've got a key. Why would I need to break in?
信用する。
You took the ring because you found out who gave it to her.
What are you talking about?
Her prized garnet ring, given to her by her old boyfriend, Dick McCall.
I never knew that. I lived with that woman for 3 years, and I never knew that. Well, in that case, I think you should be talking to Dick McCall.
We'll do the detective work, lunkhead. Just answer the questions.
I'll see what I can do for you, Jacob. But I'm not promising. It still looks bad for you.
Phelps, you failed me, son.
We have another lead, Captain. This guy Mendez could be our man.
I hope so, Phelps. I really hope so. I'm deeply disturbed by your style of police work.
We can still pull down a conviction for the skipper if we chase down this Mendez.
主任かあいつは。次はメンデスのアパート。路上犯罪は起きてません。わからんな。危ない。
Watch it, will you?
だけど旦那が殺害を頼んだってことよな、誰かに。
Alonzo Mendez. Sound like a man who moonlights as the werewolf?
Don't sound like a man I'd let my daughter anywhere near.
You've got a daughter.
Spend enough time drinking, Cole, you'll find yourself with any number of things you don't want when you're sober.
So that's why you never sober up.
Exactly.
Oh.
Mendez, apartment 16.
どの回数？どこよ、16号室って。4階か。
Here, the apartment's up on the top floor.
3階、最上階。見えんな、14。
Don't bother knocking, just kick the door in. Take a look around and see what you can find.
Gotta get these to Ray. Size 8s could help place Mendez at the scene.
繋がったな。凶器やん。
Brothers could match the color and brand of the body. Consistent with Celine's injuries, and the blood can be typed.
We have the murder weapon. We better get Pinker down here.
Why keep it? Why not throw it away?
Think these clowns are geniuses? Thank your stars you caught a break. Captain Donald will begin to like you.
Hey, what gives? LAPD, you're under arrest.
Do not lose that son of a bitch. I'll go get our wheels.
Mendez, stop right there.
このゲームでは犯人がよう逃げるな。
You don't need to do this, Alonzo.
よいしょ。
Get in and drive.
あ、そっち行ったか。おいおいおいおい、変な道行くなよ。
I got an idea. Get him next to my window, Cole. Keep me alongside his vehicle, and I'll stop the son of a bitch. Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close. Hit it. Clean this asshole off the road.
Okay.
You're under arrest for the murder of Celine.
どうよ、これで文句ねえだろ、主任。
I ain't saying a goddamn thing.
You did a grand job, lads. Phelps, that's quite a way to acquit yourself in your first outing as a homicide investigator. It seems the city has a new and vengeful guardian. Considering the evidence against your suspect and the thoroughness with which a report was compiled, I foresee a safe passage through the courts, and the DA agrees with me. Brutality on a scale such as this deserves retribution. The people and the press of this city demand it.
主任に嫌われとるな。
Something to soothe this pain, to cool the lava you pump through my veins, 'cause I'm burning up for you.
King の蝶。やばいやばいやばいやばい。
Galloway. Got it, Skipper. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
What have we got?
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Hacks are all over it. Captain's trying to fend them off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, college boy. I think I know the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
路上犯罪は起きてません。
Took a swipe at me. Put him down with my sap.
I'm telling you, it'll never stick, and you'll get roasted.
ちょっと次のオートセーブで放送終了します。
Thanks, Rusty. Don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
And no assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. You might get along after all.
こう相棒はちょっと認めてくれたっぽいな。
Now, boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed. I have 2 of my finest investigators on the case, fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex...
Captain, aren't there similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry? And of Elizabeth Short, for that
So you don't believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world, with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to beat that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life in the City of Angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
はい、セーブしました。
I was first on scene.
はい、それではこの辺で放送終了したいと思います。どうもご視聴ありがとうございました。ではでは。